Did you know that until very recently, our veterans were at a competitive disadvantage when purchasing homes here in the United States? Hey, it's Peter with the Chabris Group at Keller Williams 7 Hills Realty, and I want to share with you an interesting wrinkle that put our country's veterans at a competitive disadvantage due to the NAR settlement. As you may recall, the NAR settlement goes into effect in practice on August 17th, and one of the terms of that settlement agreement is that sellers no longer have to compensate whomever procures the buyer. That's all well and good, except for our country's veterans. Now, the VA loan, which is a special loan just for those that have served our country, disallows the veteran from paying any kind of closing costs, including compensating their own buyer agent. So if the seller doesn't have to compensate the buyer agent and the veteran's not allowed to compensate the buyers their own representation, how will that agent get paid? And specifically, why would anybody want to represent a veteran? Well, the great news is that the Department of Veteran Affairs recently figured out this issue, and they have issued a temporary variance to this rule. So veterans can, for now, compensate what is considered customary buyer-associated fees, which now includes compensating their buyer agent. So for those of you that have been veterans that have served our country, thank you for your service. You were not forgotten by the Department of Veteran Affairs, and until a long-term resolution can be achieved, and that will probably be after the Department of Veteran Affairs has been able to understand how this new world works after the 17th. But until that time, you are able to compensate your own buyer broker and be competitive in today's market. Thank you for your service.